Hemangioendothelioma. Hemangiosarcoma. Anangioendothelioma.
Hemangioendothelioma.
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 Changes in medical school curriculum recently have played a huge role in the reduction of exposure of medical students to the field of pathology. One of my goals as we restructure our curriculum is to maintain pathology as the backbone of our medical education.
One of my close friends, who's a year ahead of me, went into pathology, and he spoke so highly of the field that kind of ignited my interest for pathology.
I was really interested in pathology since the first year of medical school, and my friend Jerry Zhao wanted to start up the pathology stick again, and I was really eager to jump on the project and help him get the student interest group back up and running.
What our group needs the most would be sort of more of an individualized mentorship process, to have perhaps building a better bridge between students and the process of shadowing.
In a mentor, I think I would be looking for someone who can really explain like how the job goes on the day-to-day.
The pathology student interest group does a great job culminating my thought process of pathology as a career, because our advisors, Dr. Narutoku at LA County, does a really good job of incorporating what he does. He provides opportunities where we can shadow the pathologist there.
Although I had an interest in pathology, I didn't really feel very comfortable in that interest until I shadowed. And I thought, wow, pathologists do really cool things on their daily.
Without this interaction with our instructors and with pathology student interest, I probably wouldn't have even known how important pathology is as a career, and how no matter what field I go into, pathology is always going to be incredibly important.
I think as a medical student, I really benefited from doing an elective in pathology and actually seeing the daily workflow of a pathologist or a pathology resident.
Breaking the barrier to exposure to medical students for residency program directors is a difficult endeavor. It's important to actually integrate a week-long clerkship in pathology into the medical school curriculum.
I think I was fortunate to witness a frozen section during one of my rotations for OBGYN.
The features of pathology that really create an appeal for me, I think it's the brainy part of it. In pathology, you really get an understanding of how, at the molecular level, the disease process occurs.
It's really intellectually stimulating. I find disease process and kind of these crazy cases of the ways the human body works and also doesn't work and can go wrong to be super interesting.
In my pathology elective, I saw more interesting cases in 1 week than I did my entire year on the wards.
I think the most appealing aspect of pathology is the fact that it is a field that offers constant intellectual stimulation. I also really appreciate the visual aspect of pathology. It is kind of like artwork in a sense, and for people who are visual learners and really do appreciate art, I think it really brings to life the idea that medicine is an art.
My message to the incoming students would be that pathology is pervasive. It's everywhere in medicine, and you can't really get away from it.
What I would want to tell a new student coming to Keck is that I want them to really look into what it means to be a pathologist. And I think it's such a fundamental part of medicine that I really hope that they'll take the time to think about it and to consider pathology as a career.
At this point, I have given a lot of thought into what career specialty I will choose, and I've given a lot of thought into pathology. It's a very exciting field. It's one of the most interesting subjects that I'm studying currently as a medical student in my preclinical years, and it's one where I would feel very happy to pursue for the rest of my life in my career.
When I grow up, I want to be a pathologist. Pathologist!